Greetings, Pirate Council. May our tall tales please you. When last we left our heroes, now I'm not going to give you the big recap this time because we were all here last week. Yes, even you, Bailey, you were here last week.
I wasn't.
Karu was not here last week, so someone is going to have to give us the recap of what happened last week.
Well, Karu was here.
Karu was here.
Karu was
I
off
was
doing some shit.
Uh-huh.
Getting busy.
Getting busy in the
So
corner.
why doesn't Karu tell us what Karu was doing last week?
A gentleman never tells.
We
Well,
almost
if we
died,
find the
and you were
gentleman,
off.
we won't ask him.
Well, last week we kind of fucked up Dan's plans a little bit there.
Ooh, love that.
Dan sent us some very scary enemies. Aelith figured out that she knows how to use a blender with bugs and turned a wave of enemies into minced paste. A lot of fun. Killed some shitty little drakes that came at us. Yeah, just a lot of killing. Not a lot of dying on our side, which is quite good. Probably going to change this week. There's a very good chance that we're dead now, though, because they're coming to they're currently appearing in the cathedral. And then I don't know if we said this in character or post session, but or I can say it in character now. Aelith will remind everyone that she casts that Return Sanctuary or whatever it was called. Where'd it go? My very special spell. Where is it? Where's it gone? Hello? Word of
Hello.
Recall. So you can define a church or spiritual place as a sanctuary, and I can take myself and 5 willing creatures back to that instantaneously, which I set in the cathedral that they're all appearing in.
Absolutely. So, as Dylan said, you guys were sort of holding the siege of the Dawnway. You're holding the barricade and fighting against bugbear berserkers and other powerful creatures that were easily dispatched, whilst Karu was dealing with mages and hunting down wizards and so on. And I think at some point you were struck with a vision of Kale the Crimson Blade in his sanctuary with Tempura. I should probably send you what I have for that, because it was your vision and you were the only one here not to not to receive it. So I'll send that to you now. You can have a bit of a read. You'll effectively be playing a bit of catch up. Sent it to you on Facebook. But yeah, so ultimately the team were able to kind of hold the line for quite some time and buy time for the Lion Guard to kind of get their themselves back in action. And there's a lot there.
Yep.
Upon sort of managing to do that, everyone got the equivalent of a short rest, sort of a heroic short rest, and held the line. That was all looking really strong. However, portals began opening up above the city itself, and streaming out were sort of other wormlings and draconic demons descending upon the city, and so now flames are erupting all around the city, and you instantly get the feeling that you've constantly got that connection with Kale from your tracking magic. You instantly feel that he has arrived in the center of the city, in the cathedral. And Yama got word from Lord Yamuth that for everyone to fall back to the cathedral and that they're under attack from within. And then I think he may have asked Yama to kind of, or I'm not sure if Yama made the decision, like, hey, we need to close these portals. Let's go to the heart of the situation. I can't remember if that was an order or whether Yama had mentioned something like that, or if I just put that idea out into the ether. And then the connection went down. And that is where we find ourselves currently.
Sorry, the word from Yamath was really like, fall back! Like, we need to save the cathedral kind of thing. So, Yama definitely shared that.
Archivist is now recording.
Excellent. Now my note-taking is recording. I actually asked the archivist what happened last session, and it gave me this whole ahoy matey, gather round as I spin you a yarn of last session. That was fun. It's the only way I remember how things went. But so you have this. Aelith has just told you that she has at the start of the siege, sort of before leaving the cathedral, had placed a word of recall, allowing you to teleport within. So of course, you would be landing directly inside the cathedral, and it's unclear currently what the threat is, but you're more than welcome to pull that trigger, or of course investigate further before pulling that option. What do you do, team?
I think we start running there. First and foremost. Because standing around here, I like to think we're picking up immediately after we got told we're being attacked, get to the cathedral now. So while we're running, I'll be like, yeah, just so you know, I can get us inside that cathedral, like, fucking straight away. Don't worry, that's fine. I figured that out. But I get this feeling that's probably not a good idea unless we get there first and see what's going on. I mean, I
don't know. I mean, I love terrible ideas.
All right, so we don't ask the bird.
No. I hear him out.
All right.
Yeah, that means
Excuse me, Misty.
Our captain.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much. Okay, we're not going to be planning anything, and we're going right into the cathedral.
Okay. Done.
Is that? Are we
Done.
100% on that?
I bet I'm not really here. Mentally, spiritually. I'm trying my best.
Well,
yes.
I mean, excellent point, Karu. I mean, you kind of rejoined the team as this is as this discussion is taking place. You know, people you're at least setting off towards the cathedral, I guess, whilst having this discussion. Do you bring up anything that you saw to Yama, or is it all kind of happened a bit fast and you haven't quite cognitively processed it yet?
I think he's still in the midst of processing, but it doesn't stop him from running his mouth. So I think he Karu comes straight up to you, Yama, and is like, hey. Do you remember how ages ago when we first encountered Kale for the first time, I marked him? Yeah, so new thing about the mark is not only do I know where he is, but I apparently kind of maybe just spied on him, had a little vision thing.
What did you see? Is he here in the city?
Yes.
You know he is now. As soon as those portals opened up, pretty much you felt him arrive. Yeah.
Yes, he is in the city. You know those portals that he got here during that time. So what I saw was a weird thing, but more importantly, I saw Tempura with him.
He's here too.
Yeah, but Tempura. Look, I'm trying to rack my brain about what I saw, but Tempura maybe isn't quite 100% on board with Kale. He seems he seems like he's maybe in disagreement with what Kale's doing. He seems like potentially he, if he finds you or if you find him, he wouldn't be totally against, turning sides. At least that's the impression I get. He just didn't seem like he was 100% behind what Kale was putting down.
Then we have to hurry, right? We have to hurry. We have to change his mind. I'm sure he's here with my brother. My brother seems to be controlling these dragons somehow. Maybe his influence can also influence, the people around him, the hobgoblins around him. I think we need to hurry, Aelith. I think we need to get to the cathedral now.
So I would like to very much like to point out, just so we know, where I set this recall is generally in the focal point of the holy site. So the cathedral has a grand hall, right? We walk in. There's your rows of chairs and shit. Get through all that. Then there's a big sort of opening where it opens out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because remember, this was a church to a few different deities. So there's like it takes off in a couple of directions. But right smack bang in the middle is that crux, the apex of every line. Do we not think it a good idea to see where they're coming in? Because I feel like if we are to teleport into them, this is not a wave, this is not a small strike force, this is an army.
Hang on a second. So you're saying if we teleport into the middle
there
of
could
the
be
cathedral,
hundreds of them in there, and we die.
Or there could just be 5 dragons.
and you're saying that by teleporting there's a chance we destroy the shrine to, 10 gods? 20?
No, we don't destroy anything when we teleport there. It's already being destroyed by them.
So
they're teleporting in there. They've got a beam. You see that beam in the sky? That's them coming in. That's already fucked up. We can't do that. Polly,
that sounds like
that's not up to us. We don't get to destroy it. They've already done it.
No.
It's already on fire. You can see the smoke.
Everything about this plan sounds great.
I think what we do is we get there. It's not that far. It's a few streets away. We can see it from here. We see the dome. I think we get there and we taunt them out.
Wait, so we're not going to use your teleport thing?
No, wait. Hear me out. We go there. We taunt them out. They come out to fight us, and then we go poof, and we appear behind them.
This sounds like a lot of planning. I just think we go in. The priests are going to be in there. This sounds like too much planning. Okay,
the priests are in there. They're dead.
Not yet. We don't know.
We won't know until we teleport in.
Down from the sky. I didn't think they were in the cathedral.
So that was probably my descriptive of it not being great. So you definitely saw 4 big portals open up, and yes, a beam of light come down into the cathedral itself. And I'll say the description you got is that the 5th portal is within the cathedral. And that is where Kara was getting the sense that Kale is.
So wait. We could literally skip all of the mini bosses and go right to the PvE.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like skipping all the side quests and all the XP that we would get.
We can give it a go, but I am going to say, both as Dylan and Aelith, we will die.
Look, the other thing is I kind of think everything's kind of stacked against us anyway, because you guys said 5 portals. Sorry, I had my eyes shut when that
There's
happened.
other enemies and shit. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, so this thing that I saw, by the way, guys, I told Yama this, but I'll tell the rest of you. I had a vision just before, when Kale so Kale's here, and he's in the cathedral, and in the vision, I kept seeing this thing around 5, specifically a 5-headed dragon.
Tiamat,
yes. Or 5, so we're kind of fucked anyway. We might as well just
fucking little bitch. Don't worry about Tiamat. Tiamat's not here. We're good with that.
Considering.
Sorry. I was going to say, does anyone who would potentially think they know? I think Aelith would just know. I think that it's. But anyone who would think that they might know who Tiamat is, want to give me a religion check to see how much you know
I
about Tiamat.
I absolutely wouldn't have a clue.
I'm gonna roll, just in case. I feel like Yama might, like, maybe this is like a tale told by the fireside, and this is how his brother kind of got it in his head that, he can pledge allegiance to Tiamat and he'll get all this power, blah, 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 after Yama.
I feel like Yama's also, being a paladin, knows a lot about the gods.
Yeah, well, Karu rolled a natural 20, so, don't discount that one,
I rolled a natural 19, but it's plus nothing.
Look at us go. Hey.
So Karu, being a hunter of demons and abominations and so on, yes, you have had this instilled in you. The five-headed dragon goddess of greed, queen of evil dragons. She is a dragon queen, all kind of chromatic dragons. So your blue, black, red, green, and white, I think. All worship, are all kind of spawns of her to a certain extent. She's imprisoned in the nine hells, much like most devils and demons, and she is sort of the eternal rival of Bahamut, the platinum dragon, who's sort of like the ruler of the metallic dragons. Yama, I think you know probably a lot of this too. In particular, I had a look at Yama's on a meta level. Yama has a sort of blessing of the metallic dragon's ability.
Oh my god, 100%, yes.
So
this is the one that I can use to like give somebody extra AC. Basically.
That's right. So Yama, I think you have, as you were saying, there's potentially sort of those old tales of the dragon siblings, once upon a time, and it sounds like Kale has gone down one path and you've gone down another to a certain extent. Whilst you maybe don't revere Bahamut, you certainly sort of seem to be going along with his teachings. That kind of be good to others, be noble, be honorable, etc. Whereas
That's
Tiamat
so cool.
is kind of the opposite of that.
So this is metallic versus chromatic dragons here.
That's right.
Cool.
And Death God versus dragons.
Wait,
They'll die.
Wait, if I murder Tiamat, does that mean I get to upgrade talent?
Tiamat's not going to be here. Tiamat is imprisoned in the hells, Paulie.
We're going to the hells!
We're not.
It's good to have ambitions.
Yeah. Aim big, bud. Aim big.
Done.
But no, I do believe that we should probably at least get there, because it looks like in my mind, I'm like, we have a pretty straight shot. Get there, taunt them out. We have the other armies are fighting their way back to the center as well. I'm sure that they're going to run into the portals before we are. And hey, look, if we run into a portal, then I'll bamf us into the fucking cathedral and we can die anyway.
This whole time we're talking, we just hear people getting murdered. Just like,
Yeah.
Oh, we're running past people on fire.
Imagine if we weren't running, if we just teleported.
And I'm just like, Murgle, save them. And they just die around me.
Well,
we can teleport in. I just don't think, like, I am.
no, I think Yama's receptive to your, ideas for sure. Like, I think he had a moment where, he's heard from Karu that Tempura and Kale are here, and he's like, we have to go there immediately because, there's a chance. But, hearing and, taking a moment to breathe and kind of center himself, I think he will, let's err on the side of caution. Let's move methodically through the city. We can hear people dying, so let's, save who we can, shepherd them with us maybe, or towards, the path we've just come from that we've cleared. But let's move our way inwards on foot.
Aelith is going to be like, look. All right. Now, I'm not saying we be hyper cautious. I'm going to get there and yell out, hey, you big fuck, get out here and fight us. But I just don't think teleporting into the room is the right play at the moment. We need to at least taunt him, throw him off guard, get him to move a little bit, and then we can bamf him behind him and stab him in the back. Also, what does your son look like? Because I don't want to murder your son by accident.
Looks like Yama.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a red-skinned hobgoblin, just like all of the other ones infiltrating this place. I haven't seen him in a number of years.
I'm going to operate purely on vibes. If I stab you, I'm sorry.
Well, Kara's
So
seen him
therefore,
recently.
basically just look for the hottest hobgoblin in there, okay? Or as I like to call Yama, the hot goblin.
Yeah, honestly,
There's going to be people
Tempura.
on fire. Are we talking about temperature? Bearing in
No.
mind that Aelith is not very
No, I'm talking about fuckability, okay?
Look, Tempura is definitely got his
I'm
father's
a cleric.
looks.
What is that?
Yeah. Has those high cheekbones and that sultry pout.
Yeah, I also describe what
Yama is
Tempura is
just, like,
wearing.
Beat purple right now.
I also like describe what Tempura was wearing in the vision that I saw.
Imagine handsome Squidward, but red.
Nah, it's not. Not quite Squidward.
What's a Squidward?
Yeah, just handsome, pointy ears, short black hair, a little bit of a mutton chop vibe going. He's got
Very long eyelashes, a bit of a flutter to them.
very rough.
You can fix him, trust me.
Ruffled eyebrows. Yeah. He's got a tatty red coat. He's got like brown. I'll point him out. So maybe.
All right, that's all I need. Just point him out so I don't murk him.
Yeah. So like when we get, I will tell you if I see him.
Cool.
Otherwise,
cool,
all
cool.
hobgoblins up for grabs. But if I say something, I will tell you which one.
Okay, cool. Yama, even your brother, can I murder that guy?
I would like to talk to him first, I think.
Also, Yama should murder him if anyone's going to murder him.
I think he deserves everybody deserves a chance. And he definitely has some questions.
He did murder me once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Yeah, Yama.
Hey, I love.
Can I get a freebie?
I love where you're coming from, Paladin. You're all lawful and good and pious and all that. I'm a cleric of a death god. I don't give a shit about that. If he says one thing wrong, I'm throwing something at his face.
Meanwhile, we are still running.
It's not sharp and impaling.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we're definitely running there.
The chaotic roar of the siege, clashing steel, screams of the dying, the thunder of wings in the air suddenly feels very distant as you break through the smoke-choked streets and enter into the Cathedral Square. And let's have a look at it here. Here, the air doesn't smell of just ash. It smells of ozone and sulfur. The Cathedral of Palor, usually a blinding beacon of white stone and polished gold. You guys have no light. Hold on.
Everything's on fire, but it's dark. What's happening?
Let's get some big lights.
This magical fire is wild.
Get some big lights going. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Cathedral of Palor, usually a blinding beacon of white stone and polished gold, stands before you like a lighthouse in a storm, but its light is failing. Sickly violet rifts, like jagged wounds in the fabric of reality, seem to be tearing through the cobblestones of the plaza. They pulse with a nauseating rhythm, casting long, wrong-angled shadows across the statues of saints. And you can see as you arrive already, there are demonic creatures with leather wings, sort of draconic faces, in combat with sort of some of the defenders here in the square. You notice some of the Summer Fae at battle, some of the Sea Elves, and of course the Lion's Guard. And they're battling a number of chromatic creatures with large weapons.
What?
Ooh.
That thing's cool.
Yeah. Oh, hotter.
Look at them quads.
Look at them leg muscles. You got to get his workout routine.
You see, these vines of kind of abyssal energy crawling up the cathedral walls, staining the holy masonry with corruption. And the massive oak doors of the church are shut tight, but you can tell that they're not merely locked. You can actually see a kind of shimmering, semi-translucent wall of crimson force sealing the entrance, humming with a sound that vibrates in your teeth. And through the red haze of the barrier, you can just make out silhouettes kind of in the nave inside through the windows. And you can hear a faint kind of low, like almost like a low bass sound, like, someone next door's got that doof doof music. And it is a voice that Yama knows all too well. What do you do?
Well, do we see any of the captains of any of our allies?
Sure, if you want. If you're looking for any
I'm just going to yell at one. I'm just gonna, whoever the closest is. And we're like, do we have any allies inside? Is there anyone in danger inside?
You're sort of mid-fight. I think some of the Summer Fae say that Lord Yarmarth was kind of running things from inside the cathedral. We don't know what happened to them. We've lost contact. We can't break in.
Have you tried teleporting in?
He, blocks like a blade attack from this dragon and kind of looks at you you have a pretty high insight check. So, if passive insight, you get the, are you serious, man? I'm kind of busy here kind of look.
We should just teleport inside. I feel like that's what we should do.
I think we just go inside. Like, these guys are, as far as we can tell, Dan, like, these guys are semi under control with our allies, right? They're distracted. We have this direct line to the front doors of the cathedral.
They're currently handling it. You can see, occasionally, like, another silhouette flies over the cathedral of where you are. So you don't think they'd be able to hold out forever. But for right now, they don't seem to be losing ground.
I'm just gonna look at everyone and go, all right, are we trying this? Whatever. Like, we can't get in through the doors.
Do it.
I will say, and this is just not to stop you, but there are windows to this place if you wanted to, try and get a closer look. But obviously, that will take more time.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Paulie, can you just go have a quick look and tell us what you see? Paulie would be able to do it.
Paulie got a text.
So, absolutely.
Be truthful now. Tell us what you see.
What's your LAC? Yeah, I can do that. Absolutely. I can be a little snaky boy.
Give me a perception. Do you want me to roll your perception check, Paulie, or have you got it?
I can do it in D&D Beyond. My Foundry crashed the second we entered the cathedral.
That's fine. Just roll it and tell us what you
get. Stealth then perception, or
just perception. I think it's there's a lot going on. I think you guys aren't the attention of these things currently.
That is 20, dirty 20. Reliable talent.
So you sneak in, you can see there are a number of hobgoblins inside. In particular, you see mostly you can kind of see silhouettes. They're all kind of backlit, but inside you can see a large one of these portals up on the altar of where this cathedral, it's sort of the far end of the cathedral in the nave. And
I see like a really handsome silhouette, like a really good-looking silhouette.
You absolutely can. So there is sort of a soul hobgoblin that just, he's perfectly backlit from this like fiery portal, and he's standing there, samurai sword drawn, a little bit away from the figures kind of closer to the portal, almost like a soul bastion, one-man army standing between.
Soul bastion of hotness. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah.
Standing in the kind of aisle of the altar.
I just see them flick their hair a bit as well, like to just make sure it looks fucking fabulous.
Yeah.
But really don't have to do anything for it. It's good genetics.
Paulie, do you see any of our allies, not just the enemies?
I honestly was distracted by how hot that one silhouette was.
All right, so what do? We don't have enough information of what we actually need.
So with a dirty 20, I think
Nothing.
if Paulie looks through some of the other windows, there are sort of like, what are those like areas
Stop
off
there,
the
stop there, Dan. Stop there, Dan.
Okay,
Dan,
you
he
didn't.
doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, no, good.
This is why I wanted Paulie to look. Timmy
Yeah,
understood the
I was gonna
assignment.
The lack of information was not from you, Dan. It was the
Thank you. Yeah.
communication back from.
No, you did an amazing job, Dan. Don't worry.
Okay, well.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, honestly,
God.
it sounds good to me too, knowing that my brother is in there. I am of a single focus, and I want to know if you're all with me.
I'm with you.
I'm
Hey,
with you, but I don't want you to die.
Aleph,
We
maybe
have-
when we go inside, you can work out how to open all the doors to let all our allies in.
I'm not
We
good
have-
at that.
we have-
I'm good at blowing shit up.
Well, then
Okay.
blow up the doors.
Blow up the
All right, I
doors.
click my fingers. Done. I'll cast a spell.
Yama, we have always been with you.
No.
It's simple
Yama,
as that.
I hardly know you, but I don't want you to die. You're kind of all right, I guess.
That seems pretty good for Aleph. From the short time that we've gotten to know her, that actually seems really nice.
I give Yama this like weird long look and then a pat on the shoulder from like thinking back to that time where Yama was up on the walls having a little cry, and I'm like, what the fuck was that about?
I'm just imagining, your version of being comforting is like a really creepy smile.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's just
I
it's
see
like a
that
pat on
too.
the back that's like a little bit too hard.
Yeah,
Perfect.
there's like
Yeah,
a clang
like-
that
yeah.
resonates.
Yeah, you pat him on the back, and then you do like a creepy smile that
Okay,
then you like angle your head
Bailey.
like slightly.
Hey, I'm not that unhinged, all right? I just like killing shit. But yeah, I'm going to before we do it, I'm just gonna say, hey, Murgle, look, we've given you a lot of death the last day or two. Help us here, please. And that's just like a little prayer, not reaching out, just a little prayer under my breath,
My God.
because there's gonna be a lot more death before we're done.
Man,
Uh,
Bailey's
Are we
Yes,
all
that's-
doing prayers? Is that what we're doing?
No, I'm a cleric. That's why I'm praying. You
I
can do
think
whatever you
Yama.
want.
Paulie is going to pray to its Shrimpy and Talon and go, "You guys are the best, and I love you."
I do want to point out that you guys don't know that I'm praying because it was under my breath and I was like getting ready to click the spell. Like this wasn't a God, Murgle, help us, please. It's a oh fuck, here we go again, Murgle. And then I just click my fingers.
Well, while you're doing your preparations, we're all doing our preparations, right? And Yama is grabbing the back of Paulie's head in a very camaraderie, like along the back of the neck. And he gives you a gentle kiss on the forehead. He says, "Thank you, my friend."
Okay.
Can we like do like a little dexterity check contest to see whether I can move my head up fast enough to make it an accidental kiss?
Okay. I'm not dexterous at all.
Yeah, well,
so this
gee, I
is
wonder
gonna
who's
be
going to
With
win.
enough
straight
skill,
dex.
maybe they can
Yeah, I,
already against the horrors below.
My reliable
I- oh.
talent.
I rolled a natural 18 or 17, which is
Fucking
probably
20.
the best I could have done.
Did you get a natural 20?
Natural fucking
Are you
20. It was a
kidding
31.
It's the only time you're going to get a nat 20 this whole game, and it was to get a kiss out of
And it was-
Yama.
I like to think that Paulie definitely pulled up too fast and then like stumbled back a little bit and we've left him behind.
No, natural 20
Dan.
means whatever he wants to happen happens. Please describe it.
Dan, I need you to describe this for me.
in the ways that only Dan can.
Absolutely correct.
So set me up again, sorry, because I was dealing with a barking dog. Yama's head is down in prayer. Is that what you were saying?
No, so Yama's gone to grab Paulie, like, on the back of the neck and pull him to him for a forehead kiss, a very gentle forehead kiss, as he's saying, thank you for being my friend, for being my leader, for being everything to me and letting me aboard your ship. And then
as you go to you close your eyes to plant that forehead kiss, Paulie sort of wriggles up out of your reach or like it starts wiggling around.
I wanted to look like it was an accident, even though it wasn't.
Yeah, just as you pick him up, he was already wriggling, like trying to pick up a cat or a puppy, right? Like he's wiggling. It's almost like he doesn't want to be held. But in doing so, he sort of gets an arm out from your bear-like grip, and just plants a big one right on your lips, and he gets that little parrot tongue. The little hard parrot tongue that's good for like cracking open walnuts and stuff, and that just starts exploring in and around there.
Yes.
My God, that's awful. I've got the tongue in my hair, in my nose.
Yeah, the tongue was too descriptive. I would get that. No, I didn't.
That's why I'm so happy Dan did it. I couldn't have done that good.
Oh no.
Oh.
And I can only imagine Paulie's eyes, which are, a little offset from the front of his head. They're kind of a little bit on the side, not completely front. Are just like one eye going each way, kind of looking at everyone else in the party while this is
happening.
And Yama kind of pulls away, like jerks away, blinks at you, like puts you down, and I think he puts like like the hand on the shoulder, but it's like he extends it. He turns to Karu and he's still got this hand on your shoulder. I feel like you're like still squirming and wriggling. And Yama just nods at Karu because he doesn't want to kiss anybody anymore.
I think Karu is in the midst of Paulie going, nice. And then when he doesn't get anything, when he just gets a nod, he goes, wait, I'm basically your son.
Can I give a speed peck on the cheek to Kari, please? Just a little.
Yama is at the same time gonna kiss you on the other side of the cheek, seeing that your feelings have been hurt.
Can I do a contested dex check to see if you accidentally kiss me, Paulie?
Oh no, what a shame. I think I'm going to fail this one.
Wait, how do I even do dexterity? There we go.
Oh my god, yes, it was a 2.
You got a 2, I got a 15. So
yes, I was 13.
Smooch.
And I'm just standing there looking at these fucking weirdos making out as we're about to fucking die.
Oh, what a crew.
This is how you know this fight's going to go real well.
And the death flags here are just insane.
That's it.
There's so much foreshadowing.
Well, I'll say, everyone get close to me.
Ooh, for a kiss?
I click my fingers before anyone goes to kiss me. I click my fingers and we teleport.
I reckon both Karu and Paulie had the same idea, and we're like,
I like
when
to
we
think.
when we land, our eyes are closed and we're like, fuck it up.
We're kissing each other again.
Yeah, I like to think that we just like jumble in space as we like appear. So you were just making out.
Yeah. Karu's like, nice.
I'm like a little bit further back, just like
10
centimeters from you two kissing, just like, what the fuck is happening here? Who are these people I have agreed to help?
And somehow Yama's kissing Umami.
This is too much, guys.
Hey, we all prepare in our own ways, okay?
Fair enough. But yeah, so this will literally bring us in. What maybe, I don't know. How big is the room, Dan? How big do you want to say the central room is? Like in the circular bit.
So because I'm using the map I've got, which is not necessarily that big circular, but it is that kind of like long line and then kind of an altar at the back. So according to this,
I'd say we would appear like in the center of the space. Because that's like the central, like
it's about 140, 150 feet long. So I can put you and smack dab in the center is kind of where that handsome figure was standing, and everyone else is kind
Okay.
of further north, if that makes sense.
So that's funny. So we're going to appear
gonna land
right
on
in
him?
front of him because we
Nice.
appear like I would have set it for the center of the room,
Yep.
like because that's where the holiest point of the church is, and we appear in that space or nearest unoccupied space. So we will either appear right in front of him or all around him.
Please, can
That would be
Karu and-
amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. Can Picaro and Paulie please be the ones to appear right in front of Katsu?
Oh no, you guys,
making out?
you guys appear either side of him.
Not kissing him, obviously.
I would appear right in front of him, and Yama would appear right behind him.
Oh wow. Oh,
Because if he's standing smack dab in the middle, that's where I would have appeared.
Oh my god, yes. So okay, so
Oh, yeah.
Karo and Paulie are kissing Katsu. Yes.
And then he's gonna be like, why are these fucking weirdos appear out of nowhere, start kissing me? Who's this fucking Genasi in front of me? And then hear his brother be like right behind him.
Oh my god.
So, do you want to describe to me what does it look like as you activate the word of recall? What kind of ways does Merkel, the god of death, what kind of flavor is on this spell that makes it different? From...
Yeah, so like I like to think that like I've got my holy light because I've got holy powers, but I revere a god of death, and some of my spells are very much influenced by him, especially teleportation spells and my healing spells, and some of like my damaging spells. Like my bugs are more death bugs instead of just locusts. They look a bit different. So I like to think we sort of just like, it feels like everything around us goes like a sickly green color. The flames turn green, everything turns green, and we don't move. But the earth beneath our feet sort of flips upside down and then back, and we just appear where we're meant to be going.
Mhm.
So, but to everyone else looking at us, like the Fae and stuff, they just see us disappear.
Yep. All right, excellent. So one moment you're amidst the chaos of the fallback point, kind of outside the chapel, the air filled with ash, screams. Aelith speaks the final syllable of the ancient prayer, and then the world kind of seems to twist for a moment. There's a deafening crack, not of thunder, but almost like a bone breaking, and not from the sky, but from the displacement of the air as you slam into existence. And bam! You're standing on the polished marble floor of the Cathedral of Palor. The air is cool and smells of ozone and incense, heavily tainted by sulfur. I assume you teleported Umami in with you as one of the five.
Yeah, I brought in everybody that was with us.
Cool. You're standing in sort of a half circle. I'm not going to describe the actions that you were doing while teleporting, but kind of in that half semicircle is Tempura, and the lad kind of jumps back, almost like tripping over his own katana. His eyes go wide, panic warring with his training. And around you, the chanting stops. You can see there's a number of what look like elite guard kind of lined up in this cathedral, and there are 4 mages who were kind of mid-chant, almost in reverence to Kale, the Crimson Blade himself, standing on the altar, and beyond him, you can see this opened fiery portal. And Karu, you recognize the sight beyond that portal is that dark temple that you saw in your visions. And Kale kind of freezes mid-ritual behind, and you can he kind of looks at you. You can see almost the air is kind of hazy in front of him, and he looks over his shoulder. The war mages kind of have turned to staring at you open-mouthed, their concentration kind of wavering. The elite guards lining the walls grip their weapons, unsure if this is a trick or an attack. And for one heartbeat, there is absolute silence in the House of Gods.
Karu does very quickly to Aelith go, like, basically almost touches Tempura, like, this one, don't kill this one.
But I can kill that one up there?
Yes.
Cool. All right. We're good.
Well, actually, no. Anyway, let Yama talk him. No, I think all we get is that is just like, can I kill that one? That's all we get.
I don't say it super loud though.
Yeah.
Wait, do I kill that one?
Yeah. No, I also don't say. I'm like this one. Don't kill this one. Like I whisper.
Okay. Don't let anyone know that I'm actually really scary because I look really friendly, and then I have the creepiest smile ever. All toothy.
Weird.
So yeah, you see Tempura in front of you. He's taking like kind of one step back as you guys entered. And yeah, those of you who hadn't seen him before, he looks kind of as you would expect a young Yama to look. This kind of sort of, well, how old would he be? Sort of late teens, early 20s, or like mid 20s? I don't know. Yama's an old man. Did he have this kid? Is he do you call him a kid, but he's like in his 30s? Like what ages are we looking at here?
I would say he's like mid 20s. Like maybe like 23, 24 or something. I think I've kind of ummed and ahed about this for like a while. I feel like Yama's been gone for maybe like 5 years or something like that, like 5 or 7 years. So I think he left him as a teenager. Like he was still growing, still filling out. So there's enough of like a physical difference that Yama is, stunned that he is now like a man. But yeah, I would say mid 20s is right.
And
not stunned that he's hot though.
Yama expected no less.
Yeah. And there's certainly a likeness for those of you that were in the Ghost Lord's castle and fought the Ghost Lord. You may have met the sister, sort of his auntie, the sister of Yama's wife, and she somewhat looked like her sister, I would say, and you can kind of see that resemblance in there as well. I mean, Yama, you see obviously sort of Kima's legacy in front of you. That sort of, whether you see yourself in him or not, I think you definitely see his mother in him, in that kind of young face. And what are the kind of emotions that are going through Yama at the moment? And is Yama's face rather schooled, or is it, like what's on his
Oh
face?
no, I think literally like Yama falls to pieces. Like I think he actually like falls to his knees in front of Tempura. I think there is like those kind of like quiet tears, like it's not contorting his whole face, but he is like looking up at Tempura. And he kind of says like, I would recognize you anywhere, my son. It's been too long. I've left you alone for too long. I'm so sorry.
And he looks somewhat tired. I mean, and you can see what appear to be kind of tear streaks kind of cutting through the war paint on his face. But his jaw is kind of set in stubborn defiance, and you recognize that look as probably one that you've seen in your own mirror when you are trying to be determined and you are conflicted.
Yep.
But
trying to keep it together. Yeah.
Trying to keep it together, but you've got a job to do, and you said you would do it, and sort of by your honor, you would get it done, kind of thing.
Yep.
And
as you say, honor is like something that he can absolutely understand. And I think maybe as Yama sees this shift, he's like, if all you see my son is a deserter, then strike me, do as your honor demands. But just know that I never stopped being your father. No matter what you choose here, I am proud of you.
He says, you shouldn't have come, father. And you can hear his voice cracking, right? A little bit. He says, Uncle is rewriting the future. He is making us strong. I won't let you stop him. I can't let you make us weak again. And he kind of raises his blade, pointing it at your chest.
Yeah, maybe Yama stands then, and he says, then I will face you with honor.
Can I
But
also add something here?
Please.
Because I am a sentinel. There is a threat towards one of my friends. I'm not going to attack, but I'm going to place my sword between the sword and Yama's chest.
So you're going to start raising your sword to kind of defend?
No. My sword is sort of like at my side. I'm not going to hold it in a threatening way. I'm just going to place it in the ground in front of Yama, because it's a defensive sword.
Sure.
I'm using it to shield the tip of that blade from Yama's chest.
And you hear sort of the rest of the room is somewhat recovered. I think the others are still quite surprised by your entrance. And you hear kind of a laugh over the top, and it is the deep voice of Kale. And he says, "Do you smell that, brother? That is not just smoke. This is the scent of history burning."
As you say, brother, the fire still burns, and I wondered how long it would take before you consumed everything that we loved.
For years, our people scrounged in the dirt, hid in the shadows from the human kingdoms. You preached honor, you preached coexistence, and where did that get us? Starving in the mountains. I found a way that does not ask for peace. She asks for conquest. Look what I have done for your son. I have made him a man. Look at what the Red Hand has achieved. Forged into a blade that will cut the throat of the world. And you stand there in your shiny golden plate, defending the very cattle that would see us in chains. Boy, kill him. And your son kind of looks to like the companions either side of you, and he's still out here on his own. Like the guard are like behind him. They're kind of watching to see what he will do. And he says, blade still kind of at you, not like at you, but like, held up. And he says, "Draw your blade, father, or are you truly as weak as he says?"
Emperor, you know that I'm not weak. You know we do not come from poverty. Kale, I followed you 100 wars, and this time I'm going to stop you. You'll go no further. And if that means, Tempura, that you'll stand in my way, then I will put you on your back and step over you.
All right. What's everyone else doing during this moment? Ayla's just kind of got her sword, not in a ready position, but not a threatening position. You were saying,
yeah. I haven't I haven't used my sentinel yet, but I'm ready that if an attack swings out, I'm striking back straight away.
Okay.
Are there pillars?
There are many pillars in this cathedral.
While everyone's getting all in people's faces, Paulie might be a bit sneaky and just kind of blend in into the shadows of one of the pillars.
Ooh, Pia.
Love that. I have
Mind
a picture.
If I roll a little cheeky stealthy stealth?
Yeah, give me a stealthy stealth. I have a picture of Kale as well, by the way.
25. I can't roll less than that.
What an awful. Look at him.
That guy, he stole Ymir's aberrant dragon mark scales.
I was going to say.
Except Ymir's were green.
So, yeah, Paulie, there's like a pillar
just painted them.
Right next to you that you're able to kind of slip behind.
Yeah, right above me, yeah? Yeah, I want to just, maybe get there and then maybe start climbing up, just like if it's possible, Just pretend like I was never part of the crew right there.
Just while all
You
this
were
family
making
stuff's
out-
going on, you're just like, I'm
You
just
were-
gonna back out quietly. Just Homer Simpson in the bushes. Like,
I'm not ready to be a stepdad. I'm not ready to be a stepdad.
yeah.
So we bamfed in. You and Karu were making out, and then you run away.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of
That sounds
Kara,
accurate.
what is your reaction after you are in here and you kind of see this exchange playing out? Is there anything you're doing during that exchange, or do you want to just pick up at the end?
I think towards the end of that exchange, I'd like to think that Karu actually sort of circles a little bit to get closer to where Tempura is. So if I'm cool to move, like I'm being very, very slow about it, but it's almost like, you know.
I mean, yeah, I said you guys were kind of in a half circle around him anyway when you arrived, so you can
Yeah,
definitely kind of reposition yourself a bit.
Yeah, I will if I remember how to use fucking Foundry. Anyway, so I'm sort of like, as he's having that conversation, I'm sort of doing that very slow kind of circle, and I think as sort of, I like to think I know Paulie has snuck off to hide. I can sort of see that the tension is kind of growing. I think Karu maybe kind of comes up alongside Tempura, and he just sort of says, like, you know, he gained your loyalty through fear, and you're nothing but a terrified slave. What kingdom are you going to live in once that fear fades?
Ooh, I like that.
Good.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage, because you're using a lot of the same language that he was kind of using.
I'm
That was very good.
I'm so bad at persuasion. 13.
13. So he, you don't think you've like cut to the core of him. He maybe hasn't picked it up perfectly because he is kind of very focused on the task ahead. But you definitely feel that there is inner turmoil here, and that you have, you know, if not pushed that lever, you've maybe put a finger on the scale.
I like to think that thing is because it was the words because I kind of paraphrased what he said in the vision. So maybe it's just him going, wait, what? Or like he hasn't, like he's like not fully registered what I've said, but it like, yeah, lingers. That's cool. I wasn't expecting to be persuasive. I just wanted to be cool.
I loved it. That's very cool. And Aelith, you're kind of standing there ready. You know, are you?
Yeah, I like to think I'm standing like one forward, like sort of not between them, but closer to him so that I can react when he attacks my friend.
Yep. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes here because I have a lot.
And I will also say to him, I'll do my best not to kill you, but I will not let you harm my friends.
Tempura has kind of almost like zoned out from everything else, right, Yama? Like he is looking at you, and as you've told him, like, you know, I will put you on your back. For like a second, you can see his like lower lip kind of trembling a bit, and he looks a little bit like that child you left behind. You know, that boy who wanted to ride on his father's shoulders, who would like, you'd put on, I don't know if you had a different kind of warg steed, you know, back then.
Yeah.
You know, you'd put him on
Definitely
there.
Something more deranged.
Yeah. And then you can see kind of, he grips the hilt of his sword. You can see his knuckles turn like a shade of orange. And he seems to kind of shake his head a little bit, trying to sort of shake that memory out of his head.
I convince him more, Yama.
And I'm gonna, if we are, I mean, everyone seems to be getting ready to get into a fight. I want to know from the party, like, how you envision this playing out, of whether we are rolling initiative for group combat right now, or whether this is going to be like a just Yama and his son kind of thing. Like, how do you envision this playing out, just so I can, from a game sense level, kind of work this out?
It should definitely just be Yama and Tempura.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
like,
They can talk this out, but I have a reaction that I am going to do if he swings.
What
Regardless.
what did we have left as well? By the way, for the things.
Oh, we've got,
allies.
you mean of the people? We've still got 3 left. We've got Pirate Corsairs, Sea Giants, and the Summer Court Fae, who were just outside.
Okay, maybe we can use those in like later. But anyway, I just thought you think about that. That's all. Yeah, I mean, look, I'd like to still just be a bit sneaky and maybe try and make my way towards Kale while they're fighting.
My focus is definitely more on Kale. I think
Yeah,
Tempura is for Yama.
I am standing by Yama, but I will premise my reaction
Sure.
is not going to be an attack. I'm not going to hurt him, but I am going to do something.
How do you non-verbally
I mean, what's
indicate?
that big egg thing?
So that's the portal.
I will not.
Okay.
Like, I'm not looking threatening in any way. And when I said to him, I will not harm you, I'll do my best not to harm you, but I will stop you.
Gotcha.
I don't say it in a threatening way. I've got a bit of a smile on my face, sort of thing. I look more relaxed than I am here to fight you.
Gotcha.
Yama doesn't want his son dead, so I'm not going to kill his son. I'll kill his brother, but not his son.
I guess, Dan, are you asking almost from like a logistics point of view? Like, should we be rolling? Are we going to do a combat? Like,
Yeah,
initiative
I was
rolls?
just trying to work out, like, because I don't want to roll initiative if it is actually just going to be, like Yama just taking hits or something, and we're kind of watching that play out as a separate thing, or if we want to do it, a kind of different way. Are we going into a combat and we want to resolve it that way, or do you want to do it more like role play-y kind of thing? Is where I'm wanting to work.
I guess this question is for me. I would like let him hit me. I don't think Yama plans to draw his sword on Tempura, but I think he would, like punch him a few times.
Sure.
Like as they're like training when they're kids, when you're training an underling, maybe the underling has the sword, but you're just kind of dancing around them. I think it's how I see it.
Oh my god, do you have a wooden sword?
No, I don't have a wooden sword, but I'm thinking like when Yama realizes that Tempura has grown up, maybe he's forced to draw his sword or something. But I like initially envision the fight as like Yama's like just taking these hits, and maybe like speaking to him.
This might help make the decision, because I'm not going to make the decision because I've just joined the party. Basically, my reaction would be, if it were to be he's attacking Yama, I would curse him, but I would curse him in a way that every time he wants to attack, he has to make a check. If he fails that check, he can't attack. He will have to dodge.
That works more for like an initiative combat.
Yes,
vibe.
but that would also.
I feel like this should just be between. This should just be between.
Because I want him to get his
ownership.
anger out on me, basically. Like, I left him. I deserve this. That's how Yama's feeling. Like, I deserve to be, like, hit by my son right now. Like, this is the only way he knows how to, like, feel his feelings.
This is definitely... This is a Yama Tempura thing.
Do we do it in initiative? We walk up and fight the rest?
Nah. Honor. Let them fight one-on-one.
Resolve this first.
Yeah, we don't fight them.
No. Like,
resolve this first, then fight everyone else.
Yeah. This is like more role play between father and son, and then I'm assuming the rest of the people in the room will react to whatever happens there. So then
that sounds good.
Yeah, because it almost sounds like he's ordered them to stand back and to make Tempura do this, like a show of loyalty kind of vibe, which is yucky.
And I think during this time, you guys can definitely be. I mean, Paulie's kind of sneaking around, like that can continue happening. And I think Aelith and Karu, if you guys are kind of squaring up against the elite guard, so like making sure they don't get involved either. And it's that kind of. I'm imagining Infernal Affairs, if anyone remembers that, where it's like, the bosses are kind of at the table together, but then their goons are kind of each behind them, sort of eyeing each other off. And during that time, I'll see if I can give you some more details about what's going on in the background, and you can get maybe some insights into what Kale is attempting to do during this time. And if that forces you to act before this fight, before the kind of duel is over, then of course we'll jump in and we'll let that happen. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I would move up to right in front of this warlord then.
I think all these guys would stop your progress.
Then here.
Yeah. So it'd be that thing of like you step up a bit and then like they all kind of form a line. And it's that like they're eyeing you up as you're eyeing them up kind of thing. And yeah. Cool. Love that. All right. Well, so Tempura goes for that first attack, Yama, and he sort of swings his blade, and he's kind of yelling at you as he's swinging. You know, you left me in the mud. You left me to scrape for scraps while you played hero in human lands. And I'm gonna roll his attack. Let's see what happens.
Let's
now
see what happens.
You're dancing around him, so you're not defenseless. You're not just taking these hits, but you're not.
I have I have spoken to my armor. My AC is 21 at the moment. I think the point is that Yama is like defending himself, but he's making Tempura work for it.
Yeah,
almost. Yeah.
Absolutely. First one though, he will hit 23 to hit for 17 damage. Some 5 slashing damage and 12 lightning. So it is like he's got a tempest blade. It is a magic weapon.
Magic weapon, thank you. All right. Yeah, Yama takes the hit, and he's like, I didn't leave because I was weak. I didn't leave to go play the hero. I left because I saw the truth. This conquest, it doesn't make us strong. It just teaches us how to live with the screaming, so you can't hear it anymore.
And he's just like, he's still going like, he's swinging the sword. You're maybe dodging a couple, then can occasionally nicked and zapped and stuff like that. He's just like, Uncle gave me purpose. He gave me a sword, and he's like fighting with rage, which maybe he's definitely not as disciplined as you think he probably can be in this moment. You think he would potentially be doing a lot more damage to you if he was focused, if it wasn't you. He gave me a sword. What did you give me? Nothing. And give me a persuasion check here, Yama.
Persuasion check. Oh, come on. Oh my god, it's a natural 20.
Whoa!
For a 23, that is the most divine providence natural 20 that's ever existed, other than Polly trying to get a kiss. Both as equal.
His voice is like cracking with this kind of rage and anguish that he's feeling. And he's just like, why what? And you can see the tears are starting to stream down his cheeks again. Why won't you fight back? I'm a warrior of the Red Hand. Treat me like one.
I know you're a warrior, Tempura. I know it. I once stood where you're standing. I called it honor. I called it duty. He taught us that the world only understands force. But I love you. You don't have to fight me.
And on that, you can see he's getting like angrier because this time when he's like his flurry of attacks goes after you, you kind of easily sidestep out the way of one of them. He's off balance. He's obviously not calm and centered, like you kind of trained him, and probably maybe true Sith style. His uncle maybe taught him more to like fight with rage, but he's kind of gone too far now, right? He's
I
kind
think
of
it might
giving
have
into
been part of the issue of Yama is that maybe when, Tempura was young and he was teaching him, he was so single-minded in his focus of teaching him that, he came across as like cold, loveless, there was not really anything relatable. So that's why Kale, it was so easy for him to swoop in with this strong emotion that was like anger and rage and,
Absolutely. Yeah, in fact, yeah, his response to you kind of sidestep and look at him. When you look at him, what kind of emotion is on your face as you're kind of dodging this most recent flurry of attacks? Is it what kind of look are you giving?
I feel like it's hard for it to not be sadness, but I definitely think there is like a glimmer of pride almost that he can. It's like you said before, he's seeing so much of Kima in his features that it's like love really radiating from Yama. And he says to Tempura, he's like, she fought to protect, not to burn the world down. She didn't want this for us. And that's why I left. I tried to take you with me. It's not too late. You're her son too.
And he responds with, "Stop talking and fight! Words are wind! Steel is truth! That is the first lesson!" Meanwhile, we cut across to the others in the room. Aelith, you're kind of eyeing up these soldiers. What are you particularly focused on? I mean, you could feel the kind of taint of Tiamat around, obviously, this entire area. You can feel that there is sustained, sustained connection, that Kale is sustaining this portal. But what in particular are you perhaps looking at in the scene in front of you?
Well, I'm just taking it all in. There's like this honor guard sort of here right in front of me. I'm not paying any mind to them at all. Don't really care what they have to do. They've all got swords. Good luck. I'm looking further in at what looks like one of the generals. And these mages that are behind him, and then furthermore back at Kale.
Yep.
Just to see if I can spot them see if I can spot Kale or the mages doing anything sort of weird, any incantations or anything like that, anything off about them. More off than them attacking this church.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of overlook these guys. I think you can definitely see that they're not necessarily, this front line is not necessarily a threat to the kind of power level that you and your companions are at. This guy, this kind of, maybe not a general, or maybe not like one of the worm lords, which Karo and Yama and Paulie have kind of been fighting, but potentially, a colonel or, captain and kind of equivalent could potentially be a problem. But yeah, these mages seem to be supporting Kale in whatever he is doing. And you can see that he is still strengthening, or is maybe the conduit for Tiamat's connection to the rest of this city. And they are in concentration, partly aiding him, but also they're kind of, their attention is somewhat split. They are, so Kara, your focus is perhaps a little bit more immediate on these four mages. They appear to be sort of aiding this portal, or aiding this, whatever this summoning perhaps is, but they are also maintaining a barrier between you and Kale. And you can see that shimmer, that haze, that perhaps maybe you thought was heat in the air. You can see that that is yet another layer of barrier, similar to the one that was preventing you from entering the church.
The mages are the ones that are doing
Yep.
that.
Yes. And they are on
I
the
think-
outside of that barrier to be able to.
Oh, fuck. I think maybe Karu, maybe just, again, I think he's just doing a lot of slow walking, and maybe he gets a bit closer to Aelith and he's like, we gotta get rid of those mages first.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't even know what I can do. You weren't even here just before. You were busy. You missed the cool thing. I can do it again, though.
I mean, sure, man, whatever. I'm more about someone that needs to see a thing before I believe it's any good, you know.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
I think Paulie and Yama might be a little bit afraid of the flavor of my powers, because it startled me too.
Bloody clerics always trying to make you believe something without it, having you see it. God damn it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, actually-
trying to get my faith.
I'll just be like, hey,
Have faith that it was really
have you
cool.
Have you thought about our really good chat we had a little while ago about how cool Murgle is?
Who?
My God,
Nah.
he's really cool.
Sure, man. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't really come off as godly. Anyway.
You don't need to. He likes killing shit. You like killing shit. It's really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, when we start killing shit in this room, because I'm sure that's going to happen, mages. We can't hit the big guy until we get rid of those mages. But don't
Hit
do
the
that
big
yet.
guy. Got it.
No. He just cuts back.
Yeah. I think at that point, like, you're talking about Kale, and he's he's kind of looking over his shoulder at this playing out. This kind of Tempura getting some licks in onto Yama, but Yama maybe absorbing some of it, but dodging some of it. And he's just like, "Look at him, boy. Look at the mountain. He didn't leave because of honor. He left because he was afraid. He abandoned you to the cold. He abandoned us. I raised you when he would not. I put a sword in your hand when he wanted you to hold a plow. Do not let his weakness infect you now. Tempura, Tempest, show your father the strength of the red hand. Show him that we do not need his pity." And Tempest, he says, "Don't look at me like that. I am not that little boy anymore. I killed for this armor." And he is going to take another swing at you. How's Yama looking,
Yikes.
by the way?
Yama is Yama's bloodied.
Mhm.
Freshly bloodied from that last blow.
Yeah.
But he is standing tall and like not letting any of the pain from these hits show. He might look tired and emotional, but that's all.
This next one does hit you for 18 damage.
Okie dokie.
And Kale kind of like, your brother laughs from behind the barrier. See? All he does is stand there. He stands aside and lets you beat him. Pathetic. And
Tempura, don't listen to him. You've never been weak in my eyes. You've never not been strong in my eyes. I've never seen you as a warlord. I see you as somebody who hasn't decided what he wants to be yet. You don't have to become me to leave him. But when you leave him, you can finally choose what kind of storm you're going to be.
Give me another persuasion check, this time with advantage, thanks to your last natty 20.
Persuasion. Pray for good juju.
Mhm.
Oh, natural 19 for 22.
Yes.
He's not very persuasive, but he's very you know the word that I'm missing right now. Driven.
So Tempura like goes to swing at you again, and he's just like, he said you didn't love us enough to stay, and he swings at you, but you can tell
because I loved you that I've left.
And you can tell that like catches him, and like he pulls it at the last second.
And I want to take like the opportunity, like there's this small break in his also decisiveness, the word that I'm missing. And I want to go in for like a hug. Like
Ooh.
I've not drawn my sword this whole time. I just want to like I'm hugging him.
Yeah.
And I think I'm telling him that I love him, like in his like ear, like.
Give me now. I think this would be like a strength check, or like a normal attack roll, or
like a grapple
check.
or
Yes,
something.
yeah. So give me an athletics check.
Okay. I can do that. God, it's a 7 for 15.
15 unfortunately is not good enough to beat his armor class. You move in and like try and grab him, and he kind of like steps out of the way, and or you go to move in and like his sword moves again, and you have to kind of like back off at the last second. But you can see
it's awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe that was more just instinct on his part, right? Like you've kind of moved forward.
Yeah.
And you can see that he's kind of like readying his sword, but it is wavering. Like he's almost trying to like hold you at bay, because he almost can't let himself, like, or let you hug him, because that would kind of like break that last bit of resolve that he has. You make 2 attacks on your turn. Give me a second one.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay. And I think Yama, as he goes in for this next one, it's maybe it's slower. Like he's trying not to trigger that fight or flight response again. And he just says, "Walk away with me."
Before you roll,
my son. Oh yeah. No, go for it.
I was going to say, before you roll, Umami is going to take the aid action to give you advantage on this roll.
Ooh, okay.
And we'll see how this goes, and I'll describe what Umami does.
Okay. Yeah, so Yama is like, just walk away with me. Let the mountain carry the weight. And oh my god, that's 1 natural 1 and a 14 for a 22.
So you move forward to go for the second hug, or the second attempt at the hug, and you're moving a little bit slower, and you can see he's got his guard up. But then in that moment, Umami, who's kind of like just been off to the side next to you this whole time, walks forward and licks the back of Tempura's hand as he's like standing there with the sword, kind of almost like by his side. And that kind of breaks him out of that sort of warrior mode that he's in. And for a moment, again, you can kind of see that young boy, and he looks down over at Umami, who's kind of like looking up at him, your big dumb tongue hanging out, and looking up at this hobgoblin like, hey, have you got any treats? And it's that inattention, I think, that gives you that opening to go in and give him a hug. And he, once you get that hug in, you can see he kind of raises his sword almost like behind you, as if to like, to be ready to kind of stab you from behind. But in that moment, his knees kind of give way, and you're then just like holding him.
Holding him. Oh.
And his arms kind of fall by his side, and you hear the clink. No, the sword is not dropped, but it's like now resting on the ground, and kind of seems to be kind of held loosely on the floor, or not on the floor, but the blade tip has been lowered to the floor. We cut back to the rest of the party. Paulie, you've been quite stealthed. Are you moving into a particular location in the room, or up around the rafters and the chandeliers?
I'm definitely gonna go up on the rafters and try and get above Kale.
You get close. You can see that the you can kind of get above and like be perched in the chandelier, but the barrier goes all the way to the ceiling. You can't get kind of above him in particular to poop.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Because I know that was your
wanted
plan.
to tell him.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell him.
I foiled your plans.
Damn it!
Assassination.
All right. Kale, meanwhile, I think is like taunting the rest of you whilst this is going on. You know, while it's still that kind of back and forth, we're sort of cutting back in time a little bit. Yama and Tempe are kind of still having this slowing down battle. You can see that Tempura is starting to get a bit gassed, or kind of losing his will to fight. We're not quite at the hug stage yet, but Kale is saying to you, Karu, you are a walking abomination, elf. Even Tiamat's children have more purity in their blood than you. Let me put you out of your misery.
Oh yeah, you gonna do that? Yeah, from behind your little barrier, huh? You're gonna sit behind your barrier and throw pot shots? Yeah, that's not. Hey, you want to know what's happening over here? Yeah, your strength by fear is fucking failing. You see that? And he like points, and he's like, "See, that's true strength, not you hiding behind a barrier, loser."
Didn't I kill your pet bird?
You think, yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah, you totally got him. Oh my god, yeah, you got him so good. He's totally dead.
And to Aelith, he says, your god of death is quiet here, priestess. Only the dragon queen feasts in Brindle tonight.
I'm just going to call him a bitch in Primordial. If she is listening through Kale, he is Primordial as well.
Yep.
Like my power is something ancient as well.
And my OBS keeps disconnecting. How rude.
Just Tiamat just hearing bitch on the wind and going like,
I'm surprised that OBS is giving up on you, Dan, with such quality TV watching. Bitch.
I will slap the strength off you, bitch.
I love it.
But yeah, I would say it in like a dialect of Primordial that Tiamat would, like a really ancient Primordial tongue. So like Tiamat would know that I know what she is.
The Kale, and then we get to that point where Tempura and Yama Karu rolled to kill the stream. Exactly. God damn it. That bitch just killed the stream, actually. It was too hot for Twitch.
It's too hot.
Got us kicked off.
Yeah.
The son giving up the fight and just kind of letting himself be hugged by his father, Yama. And Kale kind of stops chanting. You can sort of see the portal behind him is somewhat stabilized. And Kale just sort of shakes his head and says, Treason runs in the blood, it seems. And he will point at your son. You can kind of see, because you're kind of looking over his shoulder, Yama, and you're like looking up at your brother as you're kind of like holding your son. You see Kale kind of raise a finger, and magic sort of begins to flow into him as he points at Tempura.
I am going to Gift of the Metallic Dragon, give Tempura a +4 to AC, but I'm also going to turn so that I am facing, my back is to Kale.
And I'm also standing in the way with my sword.
He
at the ready to block.
He casts a spell, and you know what this is. I think you might have something like this. It is a command spell. And Kale commands Tempura to kill his father. So I think Tempura is going to have to make a wisdom saving throw.
But if this barrier is allowing spells to come through, can we and that time does it go down for that second to get that spell through?
Excellent. I love the question. I love the moxie, but no. This is boss fight, baby.
Okay. Fair enough.
Tempura gets a +3 to his saving throw.
Yeah. Cool. What is the spell save here? All right. Tempura gets a +4.
Temp, +3 for me.
With a 25, he succeeds. And you see, tears streaming down his face. He turns and is, shocked at the betrayal of his own uncle to try and, force him into this. Sorry,
yeah. You ruin everything that you touch, Kale, and I won't let you touch him anymore. Let's get him.
All right, now we're going to roll initiative.
Hey! Meanwhile, Aelith and Kara at the barracks going, yeah, come on, come out. Yeah, what's wrong with you? Yeah.
I feel you guys are making faces on the screen, where you got your tongue and
and I'm just like, bitch, I don't care, bitch. You're a bitch.
Yeah. And Kara's like, wait.
Bitch.
Kara's like, wait. What are you saying? Are you saying a swear word? Teach me. And then very much.
And I say it really slowly. I'm like, all right. This is how you say it.
Yeah. And then Kara's like, bitch. Oh, man. Fantastic.
Ridiculous.
19 initiative from Paulie.
Initiativo.
21.
Whoa.
Well, these guys are in a nice line. I like that.
6.
All right, you can just keep taunting for a bit.
Yes, strong start.
My strong start comes when I cast a spell.
Karu,
you are at the bottom of the list.
Karu, you are at the top of the initiative. And then we've got some hobgoblins and Paulie, and then small hobgoblins and Yama, and Tempura will also act.
Oh man, how many of these mages are there? Oh.
You spotted 4.
Fuck.
Get him.
Cool.
Get him.
I could also ride lightning through this convenient line of guys.
Yeah, but I feel like you could also ride lightning with this convenient line.
Oh, yeah.
Through the guys, through the warlord, and into the mages.
Yeah, Kara's like, all right, I'm just gonna line this up.
just standing there like, what?
Like a bowl, it's getting ready with the bowling, the little pitter patter of the feet backwards.
Yeah. No, so you watch Kara's sidestep, and then you see him sort of squint, all right. And so he sidesteps another 5 feet.
Yeah, like the thumb up, like.
Here we go. Meow. I'm gonna cast Ride Lightning through those 3 dudes.
All right. They have to make dex saves. I forget how this works. Yeah, dex save.
Yeah, no, Dex 13 save, so not very high.
For the mage gets a 14.
Rude.
Dex save on the warlord gets a 14. And then how many of these guys did you hit?
I only hit 1 or 2, maybe?
We'll say
Maybe just
2. We'll say 2.
Oh, that's good damage. Damn.
They succeed. They take half damage. Is that right? If they succeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they take 13 lightning damage.
Okay.
And
This
now I'm
guy,
up here.
one of these guys takes the full brunt of it. That bloodies him. The rest take 13.
Like it.
Whoops, not 133. Holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Guy's dead.
Yeah.
See ya. I thought he was a captain.
Hell yeah. I don't think I can do anything else. That's basically my whole action. Bonus action? Can't do anything bonus action.
I'm surprised that you can't bonus action stab something.
That would be nice.
You can attack with your offhand weapon, I think, with a bonus action, right?
I mean, if you'll let me.
Sure.
What is my offhand weapon? It's just my scimitar.
Yeah, it's another one of the swords that you took. Don't you have my old sword too?
No, I can't remember what happened, but there was a whole thing about how it was going to be used to rework Yama's blade. So I think we've just ruled that like I don't have it.
You've given it to
me.
the smith guy, I think.
Yeah. So it's in my inventory, but I don't have it technically. So it's just me standard scimitar. So I will whack at the guy that I just flew through. 21.
21 will definitely hit.
Meow. I can roll a 1 on the dice. 9 slashing damage.
9 slashing damage, but he does get disadvantage on his concentration saving throw. And so he is no longer... You interrupt his concentration on the barrier. You see it kind of flicker.
Nice.
So I'll just mark
nice,
which ones
nice,
are concentrating, which ones...
Cool. And then that would pretty much be me done. So, end turn.
These hobgoblins in front of you, some of them begin to swarm you, Aelith. As you're standing there, they kind of move to surround you. And 26 to hit.
That'll hit. Do I have a reaction?
You may in just a moment, as you take 16 slashing damage, as they seem to have because they're surrounding you. They're doing more damage. They have this kind of martial training.
Yep. Oh, good. I'm just seeing if I have any reaction that isn't just Sentinel. No, I don't.
No hellish rebukes or anything?
No, I'm a cleric.
All good.
Don't even have shield.
All right. Next guy. He's also going to hit you. But I believe an 11 will not hit.
Ba-boom.
The warlord, though, has seen Karu kind of jive past and is attacking the mages, is going to move to intercept. And how many attacks did he get? 3 attacks. Hells yeah, I love this guy.
I don't like that.
First attack is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Second attack is an 11 to hit.
Nope.
And third attack is a 18 to hit.
Yep. Meets beats.
Alright, so you take 8 damage from the regular hit, and then a further 7 damage because he's near some friends.
Is this just like non-magical?
Correct.
Cool. So, yep.
And then he has a javelin and a shield, and then he's going to attempt to hit you with the shield. 27 to hit.
Yeah.
He knocks you for 7 damage, and it auto made you do a saving throw, which you failed. Thanks for that. Unless you have any advantages on, I'll let you roll it if you want. I think the system just like automated everything on me.
Yeah. No, thank you.
So you need to make a DC 14 Strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
14.
14 meets beats. You are not knocked prone.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Paulie, your turn. You still have a Paulie?
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry, I was trying to talk and then I realized I was muted.
That's fine.
I'm gonna. So the barrier's still up, right?
Correct.
Yes.
It has been weakened. As Yama has.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kara's interrupted one of them.
I'm going to wait. I'll hold an action just in case that barrier goes down, but I'm going to wait.
Okay.
Just feel like that's the smart move. He doesn't even know I'm here. He doesn't even know I'm alive.
Doesn't even know you're alive. More of these hobgoblins move in to surround you, Aelith.
Mm-hmm. Come on in, guys. The water's fun.
27 to hit.
Yep.
9 damage from the hit itself, and then another 9 damage from the martial advantage.
Yep. We're okay. I didn't hear no bell.
The mages are still focused on their rituals. And then we have Umami and Yama.
Yama is going to mount up on Umami. And then I want to throw out my hand and, like, if Tempest will jump up as well.
Sure. Yeah, I love that.
If he'll take the hand. And then I just want to fly us up to some of these mages, I think. And we'll take some swipes as Yama is, I think he's like yelling at his brother. And he's like, "It is time to surrender." But let me make some attacks with Umami. Please attack. There we go. 21 to hit with the beak attack. For 8 damage. Coming in with the claws. 18 to hit.
Yep.
For 13 points of damage.
Yep. You can see
and
that
then
breaks his concentration.
Amazing. I think Yama might attack the other dude that they're in the middle of then. I forgot how to use Foundry. Oh, I think I've got it. Alright, that's only a 14.
14 is
to
not
hit.
enough, I'm afraid.
Not today.
Fair enough. Come on, Yama. Get him. That's only a 16 to hit.
16 is enough to hit a squishy
Maybe
mage.
he's... Oh, nice. 10 damage.
Makes a con saving throw. He is still concentrating on this barrier.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. That's Umami. That's Yama. This mage is still
Maybe Yama just Yama like through the force field. He's like, just end this, brother. Let the fire go out before it takes you with it. Yeah.
Excellent. He just kind of shakes his head, and he says, "Weakness. It is a disease. If the branch is rotten, it must be pruned. I will sire a new heir on your corpse."
That's kind of fucked up.
Ew.
Bro. Aelith like
Turn
leans
off.
through these other hobgoblins like, bro, what the fuck was that? What is wrong with you?
Tempura,
He's
who's
always teabagged his enemies. Sorry, had to lean in.
That's all right. Tempura seems to have like regained his fighting prowess here, and bloodies the war mage with a kind of his first hit, and follows up with sort of a triple attack, and just cuts the hobgoblin down.
Awesome.
The barrier sort of shimmers and loses some of its potency. It is still up, but you can see it is weakened and barely holding. More hobgoblins are having a bit of a fun time with Aelith. Where is the longsword button? Cool. But a 10, I believe, does not hit. And then another one will move up to you, this time with a 12. That will not hit. But you are almost fully surrounded, Aelith, and it is your turn. Then we've got Kale.
All right. Well, Aelith is gonna look around, look at all these hobgoblins and all these targets, and just be like, all of you for little old me? How am I going to choose? And I am going to cast Spirit Guardians at, we'll go 4th level. Right there.
Nice.
Now, is this start of their turn, is it?
It's as soon as the Spirit Guardian. Let me find it again. Spirit Guardians. Protect your spirits flit around you in a 15-foot emanation for the duration. If you are good or neutral, it appears angelic or fey. If you're evil, fiendish. I like to think they come out fiendish. You designate creatures to be unaffected by it. So my allies, any other creature's speed is halved. And whenever the emanation enters a creature's space, or whenever a creature enters the emanation space or ends its turn there, the creature must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes, I did 4th level, so 4d8 necrotic damage.
Yep.
On a successful save, half as much.
Cool. So they've all got to make wisdom saving throws.
I think I can just click this.
Oh yeah, apply active effect.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
That's all right. I'll roll for them and see how we go.
So that is that'll be a DC 18.
First one fails. We'll go left to right, top down. Fails. 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 And fails. So they all fail.
That is a shit roll. 14 damage.
14
for all of them, though.
Damage. But a lot of damage total. I guess we could say. You've certainly
Yes,
bloodied one of
yes.
them, the one that had a couple of lightning burns. And what do these death spirits look like?
They look sort of like the locusts again, but instead they're spiritual, and they're like melting because they're necrotic.
So-
I just want to see.
So one of them who did take the brunt of that lightning from Karu, he does not have enough juice in him to sustain being attacked by these spirit locusts, and he just kind of shrivels up and collapses to the floor.
So where? What the hell? Divine Spark. No, that's not it. Thought I had something that let me do more damage on a thing like a. No, I don't. But yeah, that's it.
Did you want to attempt to move or trigger opportunity attacks? Are you happy just sitting where you are?
Do I trigger attack of opportunity attacks because I technically attacked all of them?
I don't know if you have an ability that.
No, I don't on this character. No, I'll sit here. I will though. However.
Oh yeah.
Drink a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
That was a terrible roll too.
Hey, there were 3 1s in that.
Yeah, that was the same as my my other roll. It was all ones. Just gonna grab a drink.
Kale sort of looks over at you, Yama. I think you're kind of you and your son are definitely the kind of point of his ire currently, and he will point it at you, and lights, flame lights, kind of lance out and pass through the barrier and fly at you, and Tempest. Need to make a Dex saving throw, DC 16.
Oh God.
And
You got
Umami.
this.
Oh, I do got this. Yama got it with an 18. Umami, let's see. Dex.
Your son is not as dexterous as you are in this moment.
Did you give him a +3? Oh wait, that's shit. He just rolled a 6. That's so bad. Umami only rolled a 14, and that +3 is baked in for him.
Yeah. Okay. Interestingly, yours isn't. I see a DC D20.
I don't think I get it.
Oh, okay. You only give it to your allies.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I get it. Oh,
Sorry.
wait, no, I just rolled a straight dexterity. I didn't roll a dexterity save. What the fuck? Okay, I got a 21. What an idiot.
Even better. So Umami fails. Tempura fails. So they both take 15 fire damage. You're going to take half, so just 7 fire damage for yourself. As Kale sort of responds, he says, "Annoying vermin, I will pluck your wings and mount them on my mantle. You will be begging me for death, brother, as I parade your so-called friends." And he sort of spits the word friends. The mage, who is kind of in fighting range with you, Karu, who you've just been being mean to, he goes to cast a spell at you.
I would like to react and stab him.
All right. So that's a reaction. So it happens after the spell, or potentially.
I assume it's this how
So
any
the same
reaction
time.
happens.
Same time-ish.
Yeah.
So the floor around you starts to heat up. I'm going to need you to make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw, and if you want to roll that attack for me as well.
All right. Well, here's my saving throw. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. So you're just going to take 5 fire damage. And if you want to roll that attack.
Yeah. Ooh, natural 20.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
I'ma get him.
What a time to be alive. So many natural 20s in this game.
So
Yeah.
many 19s and 20s? My god.
Mm.
Terrible rolls. He's not undead, so just 13 damage? Yeah. 13 slash.
He's not undead.
I know, right?
That bloodies him as he sort of is trying to focus on this spell on you, and you just kind of stab him as he tries to get it off.
Nice.
Now, the hobgoblins around Aelith will close out their turn, and then I think we'll sort of call it a night here as it's getting to 9 o'clock as we get to the end of the round. Does a creature, when a creature enters it, or ends its turn there? Okay, yeah. These guys are obviously at risk, but they are going to keep attacking you, Aelith. They are strong. They are hobgoblin. Hear them roar. 22 to hit.
Yes.
For so that's 21 damage total, thanks to being surrounded.
Ugh.
Wow.
Con save. Did that just not? Up. Click. Nope. 1 sec. Oh,
There it is.
Yep, you succeed though, and maintain your concentration, and then another. He ends his turn, so he's going to take another
4d8.
4d8.
There we go. Rolled. That's better. 26 damage.
Which one was it that attacked you? This guy. 26. Oh, that is exactly enough. As he stabs you with the sword, and they're kind of all like wailing on you, they've surrounded you, they're using their sort of military tactics. He goes to slice at you, and then kind of like move to the side to let one of his hobgoblin brothers kind of get in a slice. And in doing so, he seems to like lose his footing and kind of fall to the ground, where the soul locusts kind of pile in on him and suck him dry.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm not even reacting to getting hit. I'm just still staring at Kale now.
And I think that is the end of the round. So we'll pick up next week at the start of the combat round with Karu, who is, in combat. We've got Aelith surrounded by these spirit guardians, Yama and his son riding Umami, and of course Kale, the Crimson Blade, seemingly unfazed currently. His barrier holding, but he is standing there almost like Darth Maul behind the shield in the first Star Wars film. He is angry.
Paulie's being very sneaky.
Ready to fight. And then we see Paulie up in the rafters, sort of up on the chandelier, just sort of readying his blade. The slight glint and like lightning across Paulie's blade, ready, hungry for hobgoblin blood. And that's where we'll end it for this week.
Nice.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Super fun, team. I'm going to end the stream there, seeing as it's being so volatile anyway. But we'll have a little bit of a debrief after this, and I'll hear about we'll work out our plans for next week. Good night, everybody.
Sounds good.
Bye.